All right, Crossroad Q's. We are dropping it like it's hot. The much anticipated MCQs from the Ariel Carmeli East Coast shop are officially in. These are the MCQs. Notice the logos at the bottom of each of these Qs. Now, Ariel built these Qs with his two East Coast apprentices, and Ariel designed the logo. You notice that it's very similar to the Carmeli logo. These are Carmeli Shop Qs, similar to when you've seen us post the Steve Cerna Carmeli Shop Qs. Those are, of course, made on the West Coast by his long-term apprentice, Mr. Steve Cerna, which they are so hot that I keep getting people asking me if we have any more of those coming in. Steve, of course, now works with Eddie Cohen, and we do have some Qs coming from Steve. Now, what makes this particular offer, and I've only got the two in stock, what makes this particular offer extra special is that these Qs come with not one, but two Keelwood high-performance shafts. The other Carmeli Shop Qs were $100 lower, and they came with only one Keelwood, one maple. That's the way that we order those from Steve. These shafts, by the way, if you were to buy a Keelwood shaft from Ariel or from Steve or from the gentleman that worked with Ariel now that made these Qs, you're going to spend close to $300. So each of these Qs literally comes with about $600 worth of high performance shafts. Those are Kamui soft tips. Now let me do a little bit of explaining here so that there's no confusion. Why are these being sold for significantly less than what they would be if they were just made by Ariel? Because Ariel is one of these Q makers that believes in giving back into the community and giving back to the up-and-coming Q makers, okay? So these two Qs right here, the reason they have the MC logo, again, made by Ariel, and these Qs were made with Ariel Carmeli's wood, made with his lathe, made with his machinery, his material, and he actually made the Qs with his apprentices, okay? So the gentlemen's names are Andy Culpepper and Gary Meeks, okay? So the MC stands for Meeks Culpepper. MC looks just like the Carmeli logo, probably because Ariel made it, okay? Now, getting into what's really good about these Qs. If you like the way Carmeli's Qs play, you're gonna love these MC Qs because, again, they are made with Ariel Carmeli in Ariel Carmeli's shop, to Ariel Carmeli specs with his material. The good news is that you're getting a significant discount. I'm going to show you. So the number one Q here, and by the way, as with all of my videos, make sure that you contact me to make sure that the Q of your choice is still available. They're available as of right now. This bad boy right here, which is going to sell in a flash, is made with ebony. Okay, let me give you a close-up on that right there. You got some nice streaky ebony there. It's actually Gaboon ebony, but you can see a little bit of brown, a little bit of black. It's not just plain jet black. It's got some nice figure going through it all the way. Love it, love it, love it. This Q is cored with maple. It's got the 3/810 modified pin, just like you'd expect from the Carmeli shop. Now, what Ariel did on this particular batch, besides doubling down on those keel woods, okay, is he actually had his apprentices, again, Andy Culpepper and Gary Meeks, hence the MC Qs right there. He had them do some really tricked out ring work. Check this out. This one comes with those silver and black railroad track style rings at all positions. You've got the embossed elephant ear leather wrap. Again, not real elephant, but it is real leather. And you've got the ring work going all the way through. That Q right there, you can see the specs on it. Butt weight 15.3. Plays great. I put one of my keel woods on it. I tested it out. First thing Ariel told me, he goes, I already know they look good. I already know they're built good. He says, the most important thing is the playability. Because even though they're MCQs, they're coming out of Ariel's shop, and he wants to protect his reputation. And you guys already know, and girls, he's got a reputation for making cues that play jam up. Now, number 2, as much as I'm partial to ebony, that number 2 is made with some really, really, really nice looking Mexican cocobolo. If you notice, I've just posted some other Carmeli cues that were made just by Ariel, and this coco is completely different. Look at that. This is real fiery looking Mexican cocobolo, but it has some really unique figure to it. I'm going to kind of rotate that for you. See how it goes from dark to light? It's got that swirl right there. It's got orange. It's got red. This thing's got everything going for it. And here's what I like the best about this particular cue. The other one had the silver rings. That bad boy right there, you got it, has real copper ring work at all positions. You've got a nice genuine leather wrap. I believe that's wild Scotch. And then, of course, you've got the really nice, highly figured cocobolo on the butt sleeve. There's that MC logo right there. Andy and Gary, they are both really good craftsmen. Andy comes from a background as an electrician, and then Gary does various different things. He does some construction on houses. They've been working with wood for a long time, and Ariel has been really, really excited to have them in the shop. They actually helped him set up all of his machinery. They were excited to learn from the master, and the proof is in the pudding. Ariel did all the finish work on these cues too. So you're getting the same finish that you would on a Carmeli. You're getting the same wrap, the same pin, the same hit. And the cool part about it is this. These are under $1,700, again, with $600 worth of high-performance shafts. If these were made and signed only by Ariel, you guys have seen what they've been selling for lately. With this type of ring work in ebony, you're going to be north of $2,000, even close to the mid-2000s. And then with that cocobolo, the cocobolo cues with not even 2 keelwoods sell with the Tiffany rings for around $23.75. So look at the discount. If you want that Carmeli playability, you want that Carmeli quality, and you're not concerned about the fact that it's got the MC logo instead of the AC logo, come on with it. You need to grab one of these. We're going to order more cues because I can already see a mile away that these are going to sell really, really well. They're supposed to have some of these on display with Ariel at the Super Billiards Expo. Make sure you go over to the Carmeli booth. I'll be hanging out over there as well. Hey, whatever you don't buy, I'll tell you one thing. I don't mind putting them on a plane and bringing them back to Chicago, back to Northwest Indiana, and right here so we can present them to you at Crossroad Cues. If you need some financing, check out the financing options on the website. If you want to buy one or both of these cues, hit us up right away before they go bye. Thanks for taking a peek. Carmeli East Coast Shop Cues, made with Mr. Andy Culpepper, Gary Meeks, and of course, the man, the myth, and the legend, Ariel Carmeli. Thanks for taking a peek. Crossroad Cues.